on the streets. We're still protesting because Ruto could have easily resolved this from the first week. We would have signed off these people from the first week. We would have stepped down from the first week. But he's waited this long. All these people have died, all this life loss. And still he cannot see the bigger impact he's creating.
Hello everyone and welcome to Front Row Politics here on Control TV. If you've not subscribed to this channel, you can do so and follow us on our social media platforms, including this one on YouTube. Just subscribe, follow, share and also like. The President of Kenya, William Ruto, is making swift reforms, but you can see all those pictures that we're showing you right now. Those earlier pictures of the protests. Thousands of Kenyans, especially the youths, went on the streets to protest what they referred to as bad governance, in addition to that finance bill that was rejected by the youths that was trying to increase the taxes in a country that's already faced with so much trouble, so much inflation in the country, so much joblessness in the country. But this is what the President, William Ruto, is doing now. He has just announced an 11-member cabinet and still having consultations to fill in the remaining gap, replacing the previous ministers in his administration. This was as a result of the collective effort and the one voice that the people of Kenya spoke, the youth especially, and they said that reforms must happen. Now, Ruto on his own, in the announcement of the new ministers, said that he's now focused on creating a viable agricultural sector in the country, as well as manufacturing and industrialization will be part of the areas where they'll be given priority. He also is looking at youth employment. He wants to remove the chunk of the youths that are currently jobless and give them jobs in Kenya. But this much is what the Kenyan President, William Ruto, said. Let's take a listen.
Measures to affirm our commitment to actualizing the people's aspirations, assure citizens that the state exists to serve them efficiently and with integrity, and to signal to all that our national values and principles of governance are the foundation of our national dispensation. The issues that have come to the fore requiring expeditious attention as matters of urgent priority include an accelerated program to significantly increase our food production and agricultural sector development, in addition to the interventions that we already have, so as to reduce the cost of living and enhance food security in our country. And together with it, to provide requisite raw materials for our value addition, our manufacturing, and our industrialization agenda. The need to expand existing job creation opportunities and programs, and to create new interventions to address unemployment in order to absorb thousands of unemployed young people and provide them with gainful employment opportunities. The necessity of a public conversation on innovative, prudent, transparent, and accountable use of public resources, along with people-friendly mechanisms for domestic resource mobilization and reducing public expenditure in a manner to make sure that we live within our means. Number 4, the imperative of addressing the significant challenge of public debt by establishing and implementing very clear mechanisms to reduce public borrowing and insulate the country from risks associated with debt accumulation, including prudent financial management to avoid debt distress. The importance of constituting a more inclusive government that unlocks the potential of citizens from all sectors to drive our national transformation and our unity. I gave the nation my undertaking to reflect at length on these issues that have been brought into sharp focus by the people of Kenya. I also promised to consult widely on the way forward, and I also promised to craft a broad-based government that would harness the enormous potential in our country to turbocharge our economic transformation and to provide for inclusive growth. While the events of the past 1 month have caused tremendous anxiety, concern, and uncertainty, the crisis has presented us with a greater opportunity as a nation to craft a broad-based and inclusive citizen coalition for national transformation and progress, made up of all Kenyans from all walks of life. It cannot be denied that our nation has been in a crisis caused by multiple and complex factors. Neither can we turn away from recognizing that the opportunity before us is greater than the crisis. Together, we have a chance to take our country where we all want it to be and make our nation, the Kenya we want, a great nation. For these reasons, I have consulted extensively on one, the need to enhance, broaden, and deepen the national economic turnaround plan set out in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda to incorporate a wider range of ideas, programs, and interventions that will facilitate job creation, robust debt management, enhanced transparency and accountability in the use of public resources, and enhance domestic resource mobilization and optimize public expenditure in a manner that gives all of us a chance to live within our means. Consequently, I have started the process of forming a new broad-based cabinet to assist in driving the urgently needed and irreversible transformation of our country. I nominate the following first batch of 11 individuals for consideration and approval by the National Assembly for appointment as Cabinet Secretaries and Attorney General. Ministry of Interior and National Administration, Professor Kithure Kindiki. Ministry of Health, Dr. Deborah Mulongo Baraza. Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing, and Urban Development, Alice Wahome. Ministry of Education, Julius Migosi Ogamba. Ministry of Defense, Aden Bare Duale. Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Dr. Andrew Muhia Karanja. Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Roslinda Soipan Tuya. Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, Eric Muridhi Muga. Ministry of Roads and Transport, Davis Chirchev. Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Margaret Nyambura Ndungu. Attorney General, Rebecca Miano. I am continuing to undertake consultations across the political divide on the balance of cabinet that I will appoint shortly. The consultations are at an advanced stage, and internal processes in various sectors are underway to facilitate my appointment of the balance of this cabinet. Additionally, I will be issuing next week a clear roadmap on the assignment that the new cabinet is going to have, with clear timelines and deliverables for us to harness the tremendous potential that exists in our nation and drive our country to greatness. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
The Kenyan President, William Ruto. Well, this perhaps may be the beginning of better things to come for the people of Kenya. As the President has spoken, they'll still be watching very closely to see who will make the list of the remaining ministers by the President, William Ruto. But we'll continue to keep you up to speed here on Front Row Politics on what's happening in that country, as well as here in Nigeria, where the youths are also gearing up for a similar, protest. I'm Gimba Umar, and we'll see you much later.